Hi guys, welcome back. So let's talk Scotland, their report card from the Autumn Internationals, and a potential team I might pick for the Six Nations coming up next year in 2022. So let's have a look at the results. They played 4 games, but I think their fixture list was probably a little bit, not easier, but a bit more sensible than Wales's, and they mixed up their players, so I think they got through it fairly well. Started off with a really good win against Tonga. They were really popping in that game. Then the big result against Australia, that was a great scalp to have. The South African game, they were disappointed in. South Africa powered away in the second half, which can happen. And, a decent enough win against Japan, but, the performance was pretty stuttering, didn't get into their stride. But anyway, 3 wins from 4, not bad at all, but plenty to work on. And the attack was decent at times, but didn't fully flow. In the comments, you guys did point out they do have a new attack coach, which could be something to do with it, getting used to their new systems. But a shout out to Van der Merwe, I think especially, just one of the best wingers in the world. He's just been class throughout. And another positive is they had loads of new players. They gave loads of experience to, which was brilliant. I thought Steyn on the wing looked super powerful and dangerous. Tuipulotu, Kinghorn at 10 looked decent. They got Schoeman in as well into the front row, Hodgson into the second row, more youngsters, Dobby and Thompson got some game time, Ashman at hooker, Bayliss at 8, so they used it really, really well, these 4 games. Some question marks, I'd say sometimes they need to go into a little bit more of a grind mode where they go a bit more direct. It can sometimes be a bit all or nothing in attack. Russell really does go for things which sometimes really pays off, but sometimes I think they just need to calm it down and take control of games a little more. Like I said, they got outpowered up front by South Africa, but then so did England in their second half, and that can happen to most teams. And the attack, like I said, just a little chaotic at times. Don't think it's particularly by design. I think their coordination was a little off, but the talent is there. So let's look at the team, which is very talented, the one that I would pick for the Six Nations. I think I'd still go Sutherland, McInally, Xander Fagerson as their starters, but Schoeman's close. You've got Turner and Ashman at hooker, Kebble backing up Fagerson at tight head. So I think there's some very good options up front. Second row, I think if Johnny Great is back, I'd go Cummings and Gray still in the second row. Gilchrist and Skinner to back up. So I think they were missing their best second rows for a lot of this series. Back row, I think it's pretty obvious. Ritchie, Watson and Fagerson. Haining and Bayliss still kicking around, pushing Fagerson for 8. At 9, very simply, it's Price at 9. I think George Horne to back up. At 10, Russell still the man, but I want to see some more of Hastings, some more of Kinghorn for sure. Their centre partnership of Johnson and Harris definitely seems to be their strongest. I'd probably go for the big boys on the wing of Van der Merwe and Steyn. Darcy Graham is a good player. Sometimes his size can be a little bit of a drawback, so I think you'd go horses for courses with him, but still have him in and around. And at fullback, Hogg the captain at fullback, maybe Kinghorn to back up. So an excellent team, got every chance of doing well in the Six Nations, and they'll want to go for the win for sure. So let me know what you think of their autumn and the team I've picked for the Six Nations, and I'll catch you next time.